What's going on, you guys? Brickmain here, and today we got some more Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta. Today we'll be going over the creative classes and take a look at the different guns that they have in store for us. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the assault rifles. You got the basic NVA, which I guess is like more like the M4, the basic gun, automatic. The R3K, it's a 3-round burst assault rifle. It's pretty good. I've used it a couple times. The iron sight, for me anyways, was pretty poopy, so if you have a red dot, it's pretty good. K-bar, which is probably my favorite that I've used so far. Fully automatic, and I mean, what else is there to talk about? I like it a lot. It's good at long range, short range, or close range. And then for the Type 2 is the other assault rifle we get. I don't think we get anything else. No. So the Type 2 is different because if you hold triangle, it'll make it into akimbo pistols. So they brought that in this year. There's different hybrids, guns where, for instance, there's a sniper I'll talk about where you can turn into an assault rifle. So that's pretty cool, something different. And the way I see it is, like, I use the sniper one a lot, and it made me not. It kind of. I don't know how to describe it. Fuck. What's going on, you guys? Brickman here, and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta gameplay. Today we'll be going over the creative class system, and we're gonna take a look at the different guns, perks, attachments, etc. So first off, let's start off with the assault rifles. This is the NV4, which is the basic like M4 design, I guess. Nothing special here. R3K, 3-round burst. Not too bad. Long range, it's pretty good. I'd say it's better at the mid-range to close range. But the iron sight for me anyways was kind of shitty. But if I had a red dot sight, I was pretty good at it. This is the K-bar. This is probably the one that I've used the most so far. As you can see, I've already maxed out for the attachments in the bottom right-hand corner that I can get for it. It's really good long range, short or close range, mid-range. I guess it's a do-it-all kind of assault rifle. And then Type 2, I have not really used this one, but this one's special, and something that they brought in this year are hybrid weapons. And what that is, or what they are, is let's take the Type 2 for example. So it's an assault rifle. Say I'm running into like a building with something that's more close quarters. I can hold triangle and it'll turn it into akimbo pistols. And I like this, I guess, because it takes away a secondary, so you can use that perk or that slot for like a perk or an attachment or something different. So you don't have to waste it on like a pistol or some sort. So that's cool. And there's different kinds of hybrids for each class, I think, except for LMGs and maybe shotguns, but we'll get into that later. And then the Volk, which looks like the AK-47 type design. And that's the only assault rifles we were able to see during the beta. Maybe there'll be more, hopefully, because 5 kind of seems a little small. But anyways, let's go on to the SMGs. We got the ERAD, which is your basic, obviously, automatic. And to me, each of these guns, at least for the SMGs, is based on something we've seen in the past. Like the ERAD, I would say, is like the PDW look. I don't know if it really feels like that. I haven't really played with it. But the FRH is the P90, which is really good. As you can see, I'm a level 9 with it already, so I've used this quite a bit. Good for really close quarters, hit fire, pretty fast shooting. As you can see, it's a 97. The Karma, which is the Vector, which is really good. It's fast firing, and the accuracy is a lot higher than that of the FHR, which you can see the FHR is 40 and the Karma is 68. Yeah, 68. So I've used that quite a bit. And then this one, this is the hybrid one where you can use it as a SMG, and then if you're shooting at someone that's kind of farther away, you can hold triangle and it'll turn into an assault rifle, which is pretty cool. We saw that back in Advanced Warfare, I believe. I'm not sure. I think it was out. I don't know if it was Ghost or Advanced Warfare? I'm pretty sure it was Advanced Warfare. Actually, no. I think it might have been Ghost. I don't know, but we've kind of seen that before. And then this one, the HVR. I guess it's more like I want to say it's like one of the Black Ops 1 guns, the Capris, I believe it's called. It's or I don't know, but that it looks pretty cool. Not too bad looking. Anyways, that's the SMGs that we are given so far. Let's go on to the LMGs. LMGs I haven't really used except for this one, the Mauler. It's got a decent amount of clip hold, or a magazine size, I guess. And it's actually pretty good at close range. I've gotten a couple like around the corner kills with it. And then this one, the Raw. I haven't really used this one, but I mean, LMGs are LMGs. I use them quite a lot in like if I feel like camping. I'll be honest with you guys, or just like messing around with shit. I normally use a launcher on my on my LMGs. So if I feel like shooting shit down, I'll probably use it a lot. Snipers. Now this is interesting because during or before the beta and playing, they were saying that snipers would be a one-shot kill from a headshot. Except for this one. This one, in the description, it says one shot, one kill from the waist up. Haven't really used this one as much as this one, because this one is a hybrid, so you could turn it into an assault rifle. So this one is definitely my favorite out of the two so far. I think this might be your basic bolt action, kind of. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I would definitely say this one's my favorite so far. Haven't unlocked this one. This one is in gun game, though. So I have used it. It shoots two bullets at once. As you can see, 2-round burst bullet action ballistic rifle features a unique chamber stack for predictable 2-round burst fire and a lightweight mod for increased mobility. So when I first used this in gun game, it was really different. I was not expecting it to shoot 2, and I thought this was like the intervention looking one. But as you can see in the top hand corner, or in the top, there's like a classic spot. We'll get to that in a second. And then the DMR1, which is a semi-automatic. I think this one's in gun game as well. But I don't really have a lot to say on it because I don't know what it is really. But yeah, snipers look pretty cool. Again, this one's probably my favorite so far. But we'll see. Hopefully I can unlock. Yeah, I'm only one level away to unlocking this one, so I'll give that a try when I do. On the shotguns, we've got the Reaver, which is our semi-automatic. I've used this quite a lot on the Frontier map, the one that's in the space station, because that one's a lot of corners and doorways and stuff. The Banshee, we've seen this before, I believe, in Black Ops 3. I personally do not like it. I've used it a couple times, and it's very weak, at least when I use it, and it's not a gun for me. This one, holy shit, this looks weird as fuck. Have not played with this one at all, so I have no idea what the fuck this is, but it looks pretty cool. And then your Rack 9, which looks like your basic pump action. Looks like the stakeout from Black Ops 1, so that's pretty cool. And then the classic, which I think I am most excited about, we got the OSA, which looks like it's the ACR, so that's bring back, and it looks like it's got a noob tube on it, so that's as the default, so I guess noob tube is back. So that's pretty cool. The Mac tab, which is the UMP, this I cannot wait to use this one. This is a classic gun. The stats are pretty good, at least in the previous Call of Duties. TF141, which is the intervention from Modern Warfare 2. A lot of people are going to be loving this one. Look for trick shotters, I would assume, and I actually cannot wait to play it because I used the intervention quite a lot in Modern Warfare 2, and I had a fun time using it. The S-Ravage, it's kind of, I guess people are probably going to call that the Savage, is the SPAs from I think it was in Black Ops, or Modern Warfare 2 as a shotgun secondary. I'm not sure if it was I don't know if, I think it was in Black Ops 1 as well. No, that was not it. But yeah, it's a classic Call of Duty shotgun. Can't wait to use it. And then they brought back the M1 as well. We saw this in Black Ops 3. It's a World War II gun. Um, and it looks like yeah, so it looks like you got to shoot all the bullets out of the clip before you can reload, which kind of sucks. I think that's what the top loading clip must be exhausted to reload. Um, so I guess that's the only downfall of this one, but I mean, it looks like it's from the World War II era, which I liked. Uh, so I'm pretty excited to see. Hopefully they add more stuff, but it looks like this might be it so far. Um, so that's with the created class. Let's move on to perk. I haven't really messed around with perks a lot, but you got your basic recon stuff we've already seen before. Not gonna go into in depth with these, because attack resistance, and it even tells you like what it counters and stuff. So stuff we've seen before already. Nothing too special. Gung Ho, Pinpoint. Maybe they're just called different types, but we've definitely seen these in previous Call of Duties before. Now, what I want to go over are the tacticals and lethals. Now, these, they put in a ton that are, some are crazy, some are basic, some are pretty shitty. But let's go with lethal first. You got your, whoops, my bad. You got your basic cluster grenade. So it's like a normal grenade, but when you throw it, it like bursts once, and then like smaller rounds are explode afterwards. This is probably the one I've used the most so far. You got your exploding drone, so you kind of like, you throw it, and then it kind of just like is in the air, and it just goes in a straight line, and obviously you can remotely detonate with R1 or by double tapping square. So that's pretty cool. Haven't really used it as much. You got your plasma grenade, which is basically like a sticky grenade, and it sprays burning plasma in all directions. So that's pretty cool. Haven't used it as much as well, but I have a couple times. It's pretty fun. The seeker grenade is pretty cool. It's like a little spider thing. So if you're like, say you're over like defending a flag that's being taken or something, you can hide and cover, throw this, and even if you kind of throw it direct like to the side of them, it'll seek out the closest enemy and it'll crawl and explode. There is a little delay on the explosion, so in terms of countering it, it's pretty easy to see it and kind of run away from it. Trip mine, basic trip mine, nothing special there. The tar, I don't think I've used this one yet. A rocket propelled system that delivers a timed sticky plastic payload. Yeah, I don't think I've used this one at all. I'll give this a try this weekend. The flatjet grenade splits into multiple propelled grenades on impact. Again, haven't used it because I haven't unlocked it yet. But it sounds pretty cool. The black hole. Now this I've seen at COD XP. This looks pretty cool. So you basically throw it and it induces a black hole that sucks everything around it. And this is probably going to be good for domination games or objective-based games, where if you get a cluster of like 2 or 3 on a flag, you can just throw this and hopefully get a trip or even more kill. And your basic C4, nothing too special there. And then this is a thrown ballistic knife that explodes on it. This is what you throw in gun game when you're on the last weapon, and this is what you ended on. So that's pretty cool. So I guess it's like your throwing knife, but it's got an explosion on impact. So even if you hit a wall, you might be able to damage them a little bit. So that's pretty cool. And then lethals, or not lethals, tactical. You got a mine. I've used this kind of. I would say it's like a claymore, but it's not as effective as a claymore. Ooh, I forgot the person right by. So it does damage, but I don't think I've gotten quite a kill unless they're like right on top of it. Personal radar I've used a lot. You use it, and a little like radar on the bottom of your screen pulls up, and if enemies are far away, it'll show up like kind of small, and then once they're closer, it'll go into the middle, I believe. So if you're like a solo person and you're not running with UAV or something, this is definitely going to come in handy. Jammer grenade, which is definitely like the EMP. As you can see, it says EMP on the grenade. That's pretty cool. The dome shield, I feel like playing like Star Wars Battlefront with this. So you throw it and it deploys a shield, and I don't think you can shoot out of it, but enemies can't hit you while you're inside it. But when enemies shoot the shield, that's how they destroy it. So I guess it kind of just gives you a little time for if you're capping B or any kind of flag or something. Trophy system, nothing new there. We've seen that. Smoke grenade, nothing new. We've seen that. Blackout grenade. Stuns enemy causing vision and hearing loss. I guess it's more. This is like the flash grenade, just a different name. Nano shot. Activated combat stimulant that supercharges health regeneration. Whoa, never have not used this one. Obviously, where it's not available in the beta, so it'll be interesting to see that. And that's all the tacticals and lethals. So it's a lot. They added a lot of the grenades into this, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But that's it. Oh, secondaries. You got your handguns. Not gonna really go in depth in these. Typical stuff we've seen, launchers, all this stuff. Some of them look pretty cool. You got your combat knife, which makes me wonder if they're gonna put in like weird ass shit like Black Ops 3 did. And then the classic looks like you got the G18, which looks pretty sick. But thank you guys so much for watching. There's the creative class, the weapons, what we're expecting, perks, and all that stuff. Really looking forward to see what the play with the classics. Hit that like button. Be on the lookout for some more videos, and I'll put some of the videos I've already made in the description below, so go check those out. So again, thanks you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Peace.